Hello friends, Zara here and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing one of those quick drafts. As you can see, I've accrued a lot of gold currency, which we're going to use this quick draft to turn that gold currency, that 5,000 gold, into some gems. Our goal is to get like 6 wins. 6 wins would be really nice because then we get 850 gems. We can buy into it again with 100 gems left over. Or if we get that 650 gems, we get that pack and we can double our gems right there. Not so bad for 5,000 gold. Before we begin, I would like to remind everybody that I post new content every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you like what you see here, you can always hit that notification bell down below, as well as the subscribe button to keep notified whenever I post a new video. I would like to apologize for missing an upload the other day, but life happens. We move on. I apologize, but hey, we're not all perfect, right? We're all just humans. But yeah, with all that being said, we're going to be jumping into this quick draft. It's a draft against bots, like you draft against AI, play against actual players when you're all done. It's really nice for beginners as there's no time limit. You can take all the time you need to read through the cards, make your decisions. Without further ado, let's get into it. So here we are into our first pack of the draft, and we have, for our rare, Ikoria the Orphan Guard. 1 colors, 2 Selesnya, legendary creature, cat, beast, vigilance, companion. Each creature in your starting deck is a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast card. It's a little tough to say in a draft, that might not always be the case. But let's see, each other creature you control that's a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast gets +1/+1 and has vigilance. It's a pretty cool card. Might draft that, just add it to our collection. What other stuff do we have here? Escape Protocol. Whenever you cycle a card, you may pay 1. When you do, exile the target artifact or creature you control, then return it so you blink something. That's kind of nice. Channel of Force. For 1 red, 1 blue, and 2 colorless. Instant speed is an additional cost to cast this spell. Discard X cards. Target player draws X cards. Channel of Force deals X damage to up to 1 target creature and planeswalker. I think it's really cool that we got these two right next to each other. So it looks like their friendship. They're reunited. Oh, that's adorable. It's actually perfect. From the first pack, we have 1 Forbidden Friendship, 1 red, 1 color. Create a 1/1 red dinosaur creature token with haste and a 1/1 white human creature token. So for 2, you get 2 1/1s. And then they're reunited. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard 2 cards, you draw 3 cards. I just love the art. It's like, hi, friend. It's good to see you again. Anyway, I think to start this one off, I think we're just going to take the rare. We don't have to build around it. I think it's kind of cool, though. Maybe we can. Whenever you draw a card, put a foreshadow. Oh, we've bounced this card back to people's hands. If there's any sort of bounce spells, I mean, this card's really, really good. When it goes off, you can draw a whole bunch of cards, and you create an 8/8, and you can also cycle it if you're playing the cycle deck for the same cost. But if it ever gets bounced your hand with that, like, 7 counters, it kind of sucks. Skull Prophet. I kind of like Skull Prophet. 1 black. He taps for mana, so he ramps. He can also mill us. In self-mill. There's a deck that I want to build that has him, so I might just pick him up, just add him to my collection. What's this one? I like how the art extends past the lines. It's a fox. Does that work with our guy? Cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast. Well, fox is not, but vigilance. When Farfinder enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle your library. I like that, but it's on a 3 cost body. Not so sure if I like that as much. I'm going to pick up the Skull Prophet just because I want him in my collection. Momentum Rambler. Whenever Momentum Rambler attacks, if it doesn't have first strike, put a first strike counter on it. Whenever Momentum Rambler attacks, if it has first strike, gain double strike until end of turn. That's kind of nice. I like that one. I do kind of want to play one of the 2 first cards that we drafted. Charge of the Forever Beast, 2 and a green. Sorcery has an additional cost to cast a spell. Reveal a creature card from your hand. Charge of the Forever Beast deals a damage to target creature, planeswalker, equal to the revealed card's power. So it's removal, but then you give up knowledge. Removal's good. And any sort of removal is good. Exuberant Wolf Bear. 3 and a green. Whenever Exuberant Wolf Bear attacks, you may change the base power and toughness target human you control until to his toughness till end of turn. Cool, so he just makes one of your like 1/1 tokens if you were playing like green-red, and he turns it into a 4/4 token. That's kind of cool. If these are all commons, they're probably going to stick around. I think we're going to go with this, because removal is removal. Even if you have to give up a little information, especially in this, removal is just good. Ooh, Inspired Ultimatum. This card's really, really good. Target player gains 5 life, Inspired deals 5 damage to any target, then you draw 5 cards. That's pretty good. This next one, I think we're just going to pick the other Skull Prophet. 2 of them. Tap some mana. Maybe we ramp into something big later. Okay, what do we have here? 2 green, red, trample. Creatures you control trample have. You may have this creature assign its combat damage as though it weren't blocked. So even if they're blocked, they still get in for damage. That could be really strong. Yeah, we'll take him just to have him. I don't know if we'll play him. He's just kind of neat. Some more removal. That's always good. That's this one. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest of the bottom of your library in any order. Draw is always nice. Removal is always nice. We'll go with removal. Removal first. The more removal we have, the better. Let's see. We have some white. Green, black. All the black cards have been getting swooped up. Let's see. When Garrison Cat dies, create a 1/1 white human creature token. Helica Glider enters the battlefield with your choice of flying counter or first strike counter on it. That's a crazy looking squirrel. Imposing Vantisar. Vigilance and Cycling. 3/6 for 6 mana. He's kind of sticking away from the blue. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Put a trample counter on it. That could end a game. Creatures your opponent control get -1/-1 till end of turn. Let's go with the trample. I kind of just want to pick him, get a whole bunch of him. Super consistent, 3/1. Destroy target creature with converted mana cost 2 or less with cycling. Wow, I like that card too. Some removal. Removal ramp. Removal ramp. Okay, let's ramp. I'm a sucker for ramp. When Knight Squad Commander enters the battlefield, if you attacked this turn, create a 1/1 white human soldier token. Put a +1/+1 counter and a lifelink counter on a target creature. Lifelink and +1/+1. Our guys are supposed to be pretty big if we can draft them. Soldier tokens. Let's just swarm a little bit more. Let's go with the body. Destroy target creature with flying. I think that's just a guaranteed. Let's see. Sacrifice another creature. You gain life equal to sacrifice creature's toughness. Draw a card. I think we just take the guaranteed removal against flying so we don't lose to flyers. Mill 3 cards, then you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. I kind of like that one. For a deck that I'm thinking about building, I think this would fit in nicely. Let's see. Prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn by creatures your opponents control. It's like a fog. It's just a very, very expensive fog. When Honey Mammoth enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. That'd be something to ramp into with all of our ramp here. This is a tough pick between this card, the search creature, or prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn by creatures your opponent controls. We'll take the mill creature just because it'll fit into a deck that I want to build in the future. And look, we picked one up anyway. I know we can just pick the kill flyers, but I think the expensive fog might be nice. Take. Why would I ever take the forest? Take this guy. He's not going to do anything. There's that one. Okay, let's see this next one. Ooh, a Dirge Bat. Dirge Bat's really cool. Flash, flying, and mutate. Whenever this creature mutates, destroy target creature, planeswalker, an opponent controls. Valiant Rescuer. Whenever you cycle another card for the first time, each turn create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Another Ominous Seas. Take the Dirge Bat. It is a 3/3 flyer. 3/3 flying is not something to laugh at. Mutate. Whenever this creature mutates, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. Wow. Wait, really? Whenever this creature mutates, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. And it costs 3 to mutate. So 3, then ramp, and then you get a 3/4. That's kind of really cool for a common. I hope that card comes around. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. You might be good, but I have Skull Prophets. Let's pick up that Dirge Bat. Do I pick up a 4th? I think that'd be kind of funny. Just to pick up 4 of them. Ramp into everything. We need to have some things to ramp into, though. I just take it. Very consistent 1-drop. Or 2-drop. Shooting Harvester, that'd be something to ramp into. Whenever this creature mutates, each opponent sacrifices a creature. One-sided removal is always good. Except to 3 target enchantments. Wow. Okay, that's very situational, but it's in the cycling deck. I've played against cycling decks, and they're pretty cool. Let's take that Harvester. So we're kind of going into a mutate style strategy here. Bertolid. creature elemental. Fertility enters battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Pay 1 and a green. Remove a +1/+1 counter from it. Target player searches library for basic land card, puts on battlefield, tap, and shuffles the library for 3 mana. It can ramp us twice. It kills itself. Flash. When lurking, Deadeye enters battlefield, destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. It's a 4/2. Works well with the Charge of the Forever Beast as you reveal it and hit something for 4. If we're going for the mutate strategy, we can pick up the Mysterious Egg. Whenever this creature mutates, put +1/+1 counter on it. As a 1-drop. It's a common. Might come back around. Let's go with this Deadeye. It has flash. It's a 4/2. Let's see. We'll take the Deadeye. Unlikely Aid. Target creature +2/+0 gains indestructible until end of turn. Indestructible is nice. I'm pretty sure we just take that because it saves our stuff. Instant speed save my thing? Sure. Sounds good to me. Okay, let's see. Flash, 1 mana, Spring Trap, 4 colors, tap, sacrifice, it deals 3 damage to any target. Sits removal, flash speed, 1 mana. Interesting. Can also kill a flyer. We'll take it. We need some creatures here now, though. Choose one or both. Return target human creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Return target non-human creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That is going in. A few more of those would be really nice, actually. And it's just a common. He's a human creature card, and then we have, he's also human, he's not human, 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 non-human, non-human. So we have options. Could be useful. Let's see. This one has Menace and Mutate. Whenever this creature mutates, each opponent discards a card. Fits in with our mutate strategy. Let's see. Wrestling board can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Let's go with the body. 4/4 with Menace. And mutate. Let's take the kill flyers. Second plummet. I don't need any of these. So let's just pick the escape protocol. Exile 3 target enchantments. No. The expensive fog. +1/+1 counter lifelink. We'll take the lifelink. A little bit sustain. We take the land because it came back to us. Draw a card, discard a card. I'll take it. And take another plummet. So we have 3 plummets. I don't think we'll play all of them. We'll see. Next one. Ooh. Maybe green-black was the way to go. Mori the Collector. Companion. Each non-land card in your starting deck shares a card type. As Mori the Collector enters the battlefield, choose a card type. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. Perfectly honest, he's a cool card. He fits in our colors. He's a 4/5. Even if he's not our companion, I take him. He's big. He fits in our colors. I like him. And he goes in our collection, which we can maybe build around him later, and he'll be our companion. And we have return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with a lifelink counter on it. 5 mana, resurrect something. We need some bodies, though. Bodies. I think we take a Survivor's Bond. Take another one of those. Genesis Ultimatum. This card's amazing right now. Look at top 5 cards of your library. Put any number of permanent cards from among them onto the battlefield. The rest are into your hand. I'm drafting this card, not to put it in the draft deck, just because I want it for Landfall. Because Landfall is strong right now. Let's see. This guy's a big card. Greater Sandworm can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Cycling for 2. It's a 7/7. Something we can ramp into. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Put them on the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. I think we have enough for ramp with our 4 Skull Prophets. I think it's funny we haven't seen any more of those. Let's take the big boy. And pick up another one of him. Let's see, this card's cool. Return up to 2 target creature cards with total converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a Death Touch counter on either of them, then put a Menace counter on either of them. It does say return up to 2 creature cards. CMC 3 or less, so we can get back our Skull Prophets. Take it. Next up, let's see. Destroy target creature with converted mana cost 2 or less. I like that. That is good. It's removal. Not seeing very many bodies. I really don't want to draft this 2/2. Take the removal. We have a lot of removal. We might end up cutting some out. Let's see. This lets us... I kind of like this card. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them. Put it in your hand. Rest on the bottom of your library. I'm going to take this. It's Search your library for 2 basic lions. Leech, 5/2 with flash. When Blitz Leech enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Remove all counters from that creature. Kind of like it. It's 5/2. Works with our monster removal spell. Also has flash. Sure. Okay, let's see what we have here. Bristling Boar. Bristling Boar can't be blocked by more than one creature. It's a 4/3. Got another one of those Shimmerers. The Shimmerer +1/+1 counters. Can mutate on top of it. Make it big. Costs 5. 5's a lot, but we do have 4 Skull Prophets and ways to look for land. 4/3 or a 5/5. 5/5 for 5 or a 4/3 for 4. Can't be blocked by more than one creature. We'll take the +1/+1 counters. Yeah, we might not play it. We'll see. So you return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with lifelink counter. This could be good if we mill like our big dude. We'll take the re-5. Sacrifice creature. Okay. I guess we'll take it. Might get cut. Flash. We're going to take the Blazing Volley. It's going to go into that sideboard. Survivor Spawn. Let's see. Sleeper Dart 2. When Sleeper Dart enters the battlefield, draw a card like that. Sacrifice it. Target creature doesn't untap during its control. Untap step. That's kind of cool. Kind of like that. Also get another Survivor's Bond. Let's get the other Survivor's Bond. The +1/+1 lifelink. And an island. So that is it for the draft. Give me a moment while I make the deck list and let's see how it goes. Alrighty friends, we're back with the deck list and we're running, I think we're going to do 42 cards. That's kind of what I've come up with. I think it'll be okay. The biggest issue that I saw is that all the mutate stuff has to be on a non-human creature and our main early drop is Skull Prophet. He does let us ramp. He also lets us mill. I really like Greater Sandworm. I didn't realize it had cycling when I drafted it. I wish I did because I probably would have picked up another one because it has cycling for 2 and then we can bring it back with like Unbreakable Bond. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with a lifelink counter on it. We can use it to draw a card and then we can Survivor's Bond, get it back plus our Skull Prophet if he died. Overall, let's go over the cards. So we're playing the 1-of Adventurous Impulse for 1 green. So you look at the top 3 cards of your library, you reveal a creature or land card from among them, put them into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. We're playing 2 Corpse Churn for 1 and a black. Mill 3 cards, return target creature from graveyard to your hand. Easy Prey, destroy target creature with mana cost 2 or less with cycling. Unlikely Aid +2/+0 and indestructible. 2 plummets to kill those flyers. 3 Survivor's Bond, which lets us return a human creature card from our graveyard to your hand and a non-human creature card from our graveyard to your hand, which works with the big cards and our Skull Prophet, which will be nice. Little recursion, 4 Skull Prophets for that extra mana. It also lets us mill if we have like an Unbreakable Bond in hand, so we can look to mill our big cards and get them back, cheat them back onto the battlefield. We have 1 Call of the Death Dweller, or 2 and a black. Return up to 2 target creature cards with a current mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a Death Touch counter on either of them. Put a Menace counter on either of them. It says return up to 2 target creatures. Really, we're just using it to get back like our Kahira or our Skull Prophets. Helps us get it back. If we can keep using this Kahira Orphan Guard, it is a beast. It does have vigilance. We can mutate on top of it. So because we can mutate on top of this one, this is one that we're going to want to get back if we can. We have 2 Charge of the Forever Beast, 2 and a green. As additional cost to cast the spell, reveal a creature from your hand. Charge the Forever Beast, deals damage to target creature or planeswalker, equal to reveal the card's power. This card just helps us with removal. Like I said, vigilance, and we can mutate on top of it. We're playing 1 Dirgebat for mutate and removal. 1 Ooze. Just because he's a 4/5, he's really big. He's not helping us because he's not our companion, but he is a 4/5, and he is not a human, so we can mutate on top of him as well if we need to. Playing 1 Cavern Whisper with that mutate and menace for 4. Whenever it mutates, discards a card, or my opponent discards a card. 1 Unbreakable Bond to get back some of our big boys. 1 of Greater Sandworm. I really like this card. 7/7 with cycling, can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. 1 Chittering Harvester for 6 mutate. Whenever this creature mutates, each opponent sacks a creature. And then 1 Blitz Leech for 6 flash. When it enters the battlefield, target creature and opponent control gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Remove all counters from that creature. We also are playing that 1 of Jungle Hollow. 8 swamps, 8 forests. Hopefully this goes well. Fingers crossed. Let's get into some games. Okay, so here we are getting into our first game of this draft. We're playing against FC Mara. They are our opponent. New player, just like me. They're in bronze. I thought I was in silver. Why am I back in bronze? Maybe it's because ranked or draft is different. 3 forests. Adventurous Impulse first turn. We can look for a swamp. I'll keep it. We want to find a swamp off this thing. I don't know if I should have kept this, considering I have a lot of things that don't work. Easy prey works, but I don't have a swamp. Let's see. Can we find a swamp? We do find a swamp. They gotta go to the bottom, though. Could add the ooze. Makes Forever Beast live. Also makes things cost less to cast. I'll take the ooze. I know I said we were looking for a swamp to make Easy Prey live, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll play this. Oh, we can still cycle it off. That's right. It's like, why does it let us play? We didn't play a swamp. We can cycle it off. We got Umori. Playing against Black or White. General's Enforcer. Legendary humans you control have indestructible. Exile a card from your graveyard. If it's creature card, 1/1 white human creature token. That's fine. This is a sorcery speed. We'll play this. We'll reveal Mori. Don't know if it was worth it, but I don't like the legendary things have indestructible. I don't know if he got any legendary things, but he didn't attack, so he didn't get the token. Do this. We'll play our Amori. What do we want to be cheaper? Creature, maybe? Let's see. Let's do sorcery. Let's make sorceries a little cheaper. Sure. Let's show you what we can get going. -2, -2, okay. Still a 2/3. Hey, that's what we want to see, but we really need a swamp. Let's cycle this. Found our swamp. That is good. You're not 2 or less. We just pass. No attacks. Can use this to cycle on his turn if we need. Well, killing that pointless. Okay, sure. I'll block, and then he's gonna kill it somehow, which is okay. +2/+2 until end turn, put a flying counter on it. That's fine. He can kill my use. If only you cost 2 or less. Oh well. Cycle. And let's get back this guy. 7/7 with lifelink. Let's see how this goes for our friend here. He's a 2/3 flyer now. He's also got a 1/1 blocker, but I can gain 7 life if he blocks. He'll get a token. Just makes the game last longer. Little fox guy, that's kind of cute. That's fine, I'll take 2. create another token. That's okay. Let's see. No 3 cards. Kind of like the Harvester. There's a whole bunch of other cards we could have milled that would have been nicer. Return up to 2 target creatures converted mana cost 3 or less. I don't have any creatures in here that are 3 or less. Also don't have a human. Let's swing with our 7/7. Because he can't block me. And get the ooze back. Get the leech back. I'll get the leech back. You're only sorcery. That's fine. We'll get. Oh, I clicked the ooze. Oh well. Guess we'll get the ooze back. Okay. It's funny, I just gained 7. And he just hit me for 6. Wow, he drafted 3 of those. That's kind of cool. He's swarming pretty nice. Let's play the ooze. Let's say... creature? Let's play this too. Swing for 7, gain 7. Are we gonna win because he's a little token spam deck and this guy can't be blocked? Because that's really silly if we do. See what he's got. Oh, I have to discard a card. Okay. Okay, so that means he has to block with the 4/4 to stay alive. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Sacrifice a token, that's okay. So 2 combat, you swing. He has to block with the 4/4. Okay. Got a little token back. Gaining a ton of life. You see something off top that'll be nice. That's okay. That's game 1. Game 1 is down. Let's move on to our next one. Wow, how about that first game? As you can see, the draft is over now, and I did decent. Shoutouts to whoever can do the math and tell me how many wins I got before I release the videos. Those will be in the next video. I did rank up a little bit, but the content, there was just so much. I had to save some of it for another episode. This episode was getting a little long. So first off, thank you guys so much. If you made it this far, please leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know how you think I did, how you think I would fare. And if anybody does the math to say how many games I won, because you can tell with that gem count up in the top right, let me know. Be interested to see who actually takes the time to do that. Other than that, never forget to have a wonderful rest of your day.